Good evening and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Thank you all so much for being here. Hope you're doing well. It's weird and starting to rain here in New York City. Looks kind of green out there. May things be nicer for you. Or if you're in New York, you know what I'm talking about. Come play with us. This is the place to get signed up for our game here tonight. All are welcome. Come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get to the website, you'll notice that we're looking for a few basic sign-up details from you. That includes a team name. Have fun, come up with a clever team name for yourself, or use the same name that you use every week you play, whatever suits your fancy. Next, enter in an email address and then let us know whether you are or are not a part of the league. Whatever your league status may be, we welcome you to play with us here this evening. We are well into season 60 something of NYC Trivia League. And, we very much appreciate those of you who are signed up this season, and those of you who are not, we want you to play as well. So whatever your league status may be, thanks for being here. Just let us know, and then click the button that says join game. Here's what we're doing tonight, folks. We will be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 categories are question and answer style rounds, and our 4th and final theme of the night, that's going to be a picture round. So the majority of this game is made up of question and answer style rounds. If you're not familiar, let me tell you how it's going to work. I will ask you a question out loud. As I ask that question, it will pop up in text directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning you will be able to see the questions as I ask them. Some of your questions may have multiple choice options, but the majority of them, if not all of them, I think there's a multiple choice question or two tonight. The majority are going to be short answer questions. Your goal then is to enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then to click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. There is a countdown timer, as I said, that will accompany each of the 10 questions in the first 3 categories of the game. So keep an eye out for it. Make sure you've always clicked submit before the timer expires. In the event that you've entered in a response and you want to change your answer, you are more than welcome to do so. You can update your response as many times as you want. Just make sure that you always click submit again before the timer runs out. That way I have your most up-to-date response on my end. In the event that you've entered in a response and there is a spelling error, that's not a huge deal. I am able to see what you've put as your responses, so I'll do my very best to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. If you're just joining us, hi, welcome. Thanks for being here. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host tonight. Come sign up for the game. This is the website to come to get your fully interactive virtual answer sheet. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get there, enter in a team name followed by an email address. Then let us know whether you are or are not a part of the league. Checking in with our standings thus far this season. After 9 weeks, our top 7 scorers across those 9 weeks. Right now in the lead with 277 points across their top 7 games. We Drink and We Know Things, and rounding out that 10th spot with 218 points. So we've got pieced it together. Thank you all so much for playing with us this season. And you can get a full update of our league team standings by heading on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings. If you're just joining, hello and welcome. Come play with us. Come to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Fill out that sign-up form, looking for that team name, email address. Let us know if you are or are not in the league. Then click Join Game. Back to the structure of our quiz here this evening. So we've got those first three categories, those question and answer rounds. Then we have the picture round to close out the game. The picture round is structured a little bit differently than our first three topics. So I'm going to wait until we get to that point of the evening to walk you all through in detail exactly how the picture round is going to work. Before we get into round number one, I do have two simple rules that I kindly ask that you all follow here tonight. The first rule and most important rule of trivia: there is no cheating in this game. Please refrain from looking the answers up. It's as simple as that. Rule number two, do not give away the answers in the chat. Love hearing from you all in the chat. Keep that conversation flowing throughout the game. Just refrain from spoiling things for others. That is all that I ask of you. How does Dante do with thunder? We shall see. Mixed bag, I would say. We're going to dive into our first round of the night, folks. This is your last opportunity to get signed up before the game has begun. So come on down to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, and you will be joining these 26 fabulous trivia teams from New York City and around the world. From our first team to get signed up tonight, a hearty welcome to Jive Turkeys. Down to our most recent team to join us, Jewel Hand Luke. Welcome to those two teams and every team in between. Our first category of the evening, we are talking all about in the loop. Loop being our key word in this round. It will come up in the question or the answer in this round. Here we go, round one. Question number one. In Chicago, the orange, green, purple, brown, and pink train lines that all create a loop around the heart of the city's downtown. What do the locals call that train system? Name that nickname. The train line in Chicago is better known as the L, as in an abbreviation for elevated. You could spell it with an L, as most do, in reference to Chicago's line. But if you spelled it EL, also fine. I accept that. Question number two. The simplest of the 6 jumps in figure skating, what move with the scoring abbreviation T was invented in the 1920s by Bruce Mapes? That simple jump that is represented with the letter T in scoring is simply a toe loop. Toe loop, your correct answer for number 2. 61% got it right. Question 3, including cameos and voiceovers. What actor has been in every feature film directed by Rian Johnson, including starring in his directorial debut Brick and his sci-fi action film Looper? Appearing in all of the Rian Johnson movies, some just as a voiceover, it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt. 71% got it right. Question number 4. The loop of Henle is a U-shaped tube found in the nephron of what organ, which regulates water and salt recovery? The loop of Henle can be found in the kidneys. It's in the kidney. Well done. 93% got it right. Almost, but not quite a social. Question 5. What musical, written by Michael R. Jackson, follows aspiring musical theater writer Usher and won the Tony Award for Best Musical and Best Book of a Musical in 2022? This musical actually was produced by Jennifer Hudson, earning her EGOT. It's A Strange Loop, your correct answer for number 5. The character Usher, That's his name, also is an usher at a Broadway musical, and that show that he is an usher for is none other than The Lion King. Question number 6. What historic roundabout, park, and neighborhood of Washington, D.C. is known as the location of Embassy Row and Think Tank Row? It is named for a rear admiral of the U.S. Navy whose family made their fortune in the gunpowder industry. My apologies, loop did not specifically pop up in the question, but it's referring to something that loops, which most of you figured out. It's DuPont. DuPont Circle specifically is the name there. 43% of you got it right. On to our next question in round 1. In mathematics, there are numbers with repeating decimal loops, such as 1/3, where the 3 repeats forever, and 1/7, where 142,857 repeats forever. And then there are numbers whose decimal expansions go on forever without a repeating pattern. What is the mathematical term for the latter type of real number, which also cannot be expressed as a fraction of 2 integers? Your correct answer for number 7, it's an irrational number that's being described. There it is. How'd you do? Quite well. Half of you. Well done. Question 8. A loophole was found in Raines Law, an 1896 New York state tax law that prohibited alcohol sales on Sundays, wherein saloons simply had to have 10 slightly furnished rooms and food, and could apply to be what other sort of establishment where liquor was permitted. That loophole in Rain's Law was that you could be a hotel, a bare bones hotel. They, in fact, even had a sandwich called a Rain's sandwich, which was something that no one actually ate. They just put it out on tables so that they weren't breaking the law. This sandwich was reserved all day. Question number 9. With hits like Around the World and One More Time, what French electronic duo helped popularize looping dance beats and samples in mainstream pop? That group is Daft Punk. Question number 10. In what 2020 video game with a 2025 sequel does Zagreus repeatedly die and return to his underworld home, with the gameplay looping through his attempted escape again and again? This one happened to be my hint of the week. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have known that at some point this evening, the video game Hades would be coming up in our quiz. 86% of you got it right. Either you're fans or familiar with it, or you follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith. I do give away a hint every single time that we bring you a new quiz, and the next game is coming up 1 week from today. You'll find us back here on Wednesday, May 27th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. That's quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith to get that sweet, sweet hint. Question, that's it. The end of round 1. Let's check in with our standings, see how it's going thus far in round number 1. Currently, we've got a tie in 8th place with 8 points between Team Nidhogg, Why Not Zoidberg, the Teutonic Titwillows, Chi-Chi's Forever, Team 570, 8, and Pink Canary tied in 4th with 9 points. A Tribe Called Questions, We Drink and We Know Things, 17, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and Team 578. And tied for the lead right now, perfect scores thus far, 10 for 10. We've got Barf and We Drink and We Know Things, 12 and 69. Some folks, your scores may update a little bit in just a moment here. I'll catch up on the chat. We're going to get into our second category in one moment. But first, we do private events in addition to our virtual quiz weekly here, and in-person events all around the city in your favorite neighborhood bar. We also are happy to come into your office or your birthday party setting and run a customized quiz fit to your interests. And you can reach out to me directly. There's my email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. Round 2 tonight is in the category of Stranded on an Island. Let's do it. Round 2, question 1. What colorful sounding term used to describe the plight of a castaway comes from a Spanish term for wild or untamed? Has nothing to do with the color. That term is marooned, to be marooned on an island. 68% got that one correct. Question 2. During Saturday's Subway Series game between the Mets and the Yankees, Tom Hanks was in attendance and was reunited with what Castaway co-star who Mr. Met was dressed as? Mr. Met dressed up as Wilson the volleyball. Wilson, your correct answer for number 2. And would you look at that? A true social on our hands. Well done. Question number 3. Who wrote the 1719 novel Robinson Crusoe, surrounding the adventures of a shipwrecked mariner? Robinson Crusoe is written by Daniel Defoe is your correct response for number 3. Well done. 75% got it right. Question 4. Troubled boys are a theme in Jack Thorne's work. As the writer and creator of the 2026 TV adaptation of A Lord of the Flies, who also co-wrote and co-created what other miniseries on Netflix that won 8 Emmy Awards in 2025? He recently adapted Lord of the Flies and previously was the creator and writer of Adolescence, is your correct answer for number 4. Question 5. Who stars as Linda Little, a financial strategist with a love of the TV series Survivor, in the 2026 Sam Raimi movie Send Help? I loved this movie so much. It's so fun. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's a Sam Raimi movie, so if you like his vibe, I think you'll like it. It's Rachel McAdams who played Linda Little. Question number 6. What former Duke of Milan, who is a powerful magician, conjures up the titular storm, stranding his treacherous brother Antonio on his enchanted island in the Shakespeare play The Tempest? You're so right. It's spelled wrong. Thank you. Your correct answer for number 6 is Prospero. Question number 7. What singer asks, "Am I stranded on an island or have I landed in paradise?" in the lyrics of her song Island off of her 2023 eighth studio album Endless Summer Vacation? Your correct answer for number 7, that artist is Miley Cyrus. Question number 8. In The Fire, a season 2 episode of the US version of The Office, the Dunder Mifflin employees name 3 books they would bring to a desert island. Which character selects the Bible, A Purpose-Driven Life, and The Da Vinci Code, but only to burn the last one to stay warm? You got some options. Your correct answer for number 8 is Angela. Angela is the one who would bring the Bible and burn the Da Vinci Code. Number 9. A group of 6 teenage boys escaped from their strict boarding school in Nuku'alofa, the capital and largest city of what Polynesian island country, in 1965, and survived for 15 months on an uninhabited island. A true story of 6 castaways. They were found 15 months later by a fisherman. They lived in Tonga, is your correct answer for number 9. Well done to that 43% of you who got it right. And our final question in round number 2. What Australian pop star, who is a huge fan of Survivor and has given away over $1 million to her favorite contestants over the years, is now the namesake of the Fan Favorite Prize, which will be given out at the Survivor 50 reunion tonight? That Australian singer, a super fan of Survivor, is Sia. Sia, your correct response for number 10. That does bring us to the end of round number 2 and our halfway point in tonight's game. Checking in with our top teams. Right now, we've got a tie in 10th place with 15 points each between Swearwolves, the Teutonic Titwillows, and Pink Canary. In 9th with 16 points, Team 570. 8, tied in 7th with 17 points, A Tribe Called Questions, and I Sing the Trivia Electric. Tied in 15th with 18 points, We Drink, We Know Things 17, and Team 578. Tied in 2nd with 19 points, We Drink, We Know Things 12 and 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. And in the lead right now with a perfect 20 out of a possible 20 points, Barf. Oh, well done, Barf. Our third category of the evening is in the topic of aw shucks. In this round, each correct answer will feature the letters AW consecutively. Here's number 1. What British actor of The Talented Mr. Ripley and The Young Pope is set to star alongside Andrew Garfield in an upcoming Apple TV series as Siegfried Fischbacher of the Las Vegas duo Siegfried and Roy? Set to play Siegfried in an upcoming series. It is Jude Law, your correct response for number 1. Question 2. Cornfield County was the setting of what long-running variety show from 1969 to 1993 that was hosted by country musicians Buck Owens and Roy Clark? Cornfield County, the setting of Hee Haw, is your correct response for number 2. Question number 3. A modern-day warrior, mean stride, are the opening lyrics describing what title character of a 1981 song by the rock band Rush, based on a literary character that drummer Neil Peart identified as a free-spirited individualist? That song by Rush, named for a literary character, it's Tom Sawyer. That AW popping up in Sawyer. Question 4. Located on the east end zone bleachers of the home football stadium, what is the canine, albeit misspelled, nickname of the fan section of the Cleveland Browns, known for their rowdy behavior? That rowdy section of fans for the Cleveland Browns is called the Dog Pound, is your correct answer for number 4. 86% got it right. Question number 5. A criminal defense attorney working out of his car in Los Angeles, Mikey Haller is the main character of what 2005 novel by crime writer Michael Connelly? That novel by Michael Connelly turned movie turned TV series is The Lincoln Lawyer. Says 96%, but in fact, every single team who submitted got it right. Question number 6. Formally called the Treaty of Friendship, Cooperation, and Mutual Assistance, a 1955 defense agreement with the Soviet Union and 7 Eastern Bloc republics was better known by what name, referring to the city where it was signed? The Treaty of Friendship, Cooperation, and Mutual Assistance, aka the Warsaw Pact, is your correct response for number 6. Question number 7. Though known as Lake Nyasa in Tanzania and Lago Nyasa in Mozambique, what lake in Southeast Africa, the third largest lake in the continent, commonly goes by the name of the country on the lake's western border? If you weren't sure of the lake name, hopefully you could think of an African country that has AW in it. And perhaps you came to Malawi, as in Lake Malawi. 57% of you got it right. We've got 3 more questions in round number 3. Here's number 8. What colorful variety of long-tailed parrot native to the Americas include large species like the green-winged, the buffons, and the hyacinth? That long-tailed parrot type is a macaw. Your correct response for number 8. Question number 9. What actress was nominated for her role as a janitor in a secret government laboratory who communicates via sign language in the 2017 dark fantasy film The Shape of Water? The actress nominated for an Academy Award for her performance in The Shape of Water is none other than Sally Hawkins. Your correct response for number 9. And of course, the movie The Shape of Water, directed by our theme for this season. You have just been Del Toro'd. That is right. Guillermo del Toro will pop up in some way, shape, or form in every single quiz that we bring you this season. Our next game coming up 1 week from today. You'll find us back here on Wednesday, May 27th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. That's quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. And our final question of round number 3. Websites Jezebel, Deadspin, and Kotaku were all formerly under the management of what celebrity blog site? Launched in 2002 but dissolved in 2016 after a highly publicized trial for invasion of privacy. It dissolved in 2016. It did return briefly in 2021. That is Gawker. Gawker is the blog site. 75% of you got that one right. And that does bring us to the end of round number 3. Let's check in with our top teams, see how it's going as we head into our final category of the evening. Right now, tied in 9th with 24 points. Why Not Zoidberg and Swearwolves tied in 7th with 26. A Tribe Called Questions. And Team 570 tied in 5th with 28 points. We Drink, We Know Things 17, and Team 578 tied in 2nd with 29 points. We Drink, We Know Things 12 and 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. And in the lead right now with a perfect score, 30 for 30. Barf. Well played, team. Barf. It all comes down to this final round of the night, the picture round, which this evening is in the category of famous clowns. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of clown characters or groups of clowns. Kindly name either the clown character's name or the name for the group of clowns that you see depicted. Please make sure you put your answers in the correct order. You will see a number inside of each image from 1 through 10, and underneath those 10 numbered images, you'll find 10 numbered blanks. I'm going to give you all 5 minutes to work on this round. At the end of the 5 minutes, we'll come back together and find out how you did and move on to our tiebreaker question to close out this evening's game. I'll check in halfway through, make sure things are going well for you all. Best of luck. Please name these 10 clown characters. We are halfway through this spooky round. Hope it's going well for you all. Looking for the name either of the clown character, or if it's a group, name the group that those clowns go by. Group name. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and we'll find out how you did. See you soon. If you haven't done so already, make sure you click submit answers. Your countdown timer heading your way. I've got answers for you all from tonight's picture round. Sorry if you are you have chlorophobia. Didn't mean to bring up any bad feelings for you all here. Image number 1 from Modern Family. Yes, it's Cam, but Cam's clown name is Fizbo. Image number 2, that is Bozo the clown. Image number 3 from the fast food restaurant Jack in the Box. His name, Jackbox. Number 4, it's Ronald McDonald. Number 5 from The Simpsons, it's Krusty the Clown. Number 6, that's the Insane Clown Posse. Number 7 is the Joker. Number 8, this character, yes, resembles Art the Clown from the Terrifier movies, but is in fact from American Horror Story. His name is Twisty the Clown. Image number 8 is Pennywise. And number 10, This character, who is created by Rob Zombie, first appeared in, let me see here, House of a Thousand Corpses. Sounds like a fun one. His name is Captain Spaulding. Okay, let's find out how you did. The toughest one of this round, with 39% of you getting it right, was Captain Spaulding. And the easiest one, with 96% of you getting it correct, was Ronald McDonald. This does bring us to our tiebreaker question to close out this evening's quiz. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal as you place your response to that tiebreaker question is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number. Yes, you can go over or under. Here's your question. According to Scrape Hero, how many Jack in the Box fast food restaurant locations were there in the United States as of November 2025? If your team ended up in a tie here tonight and you finished in the top 15 or so teams, we will calculate the results of your tiebreaker and post them over on our Instagram. And you can find that at NYC Trivia League. Keep an eye out, see what happened with your final scores here tonight. Reminder, folks, we will return 1 week from today. You'll find us back here on Wednesday, May 27th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. That's quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. I hope very much that you'll join us then. As of November 2025, how many Jack in the Box fast food restaurant locations were there in the United States? Your correct answer, 2,108 locations is your correct response. And that does bring us to the end of tonight's game. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's see what happened with our final scores this evening and head on over to the winner's circle. Finishing up this evening's game in a tie for 11th place with 30 points each, we have the Helsinki Syndrome, Jewel Hand Luke, Fusilli Jerry, the Teutonic Titwillows, Winning is Overrated, and Pink Canary. Finishing in 10th tonight with 31 points, Why Not Zoidberg? Finishing in 9th with 32, Swearwolves. Tied in 7th with 35 points, A Tribe Called Questions. And Team 578 tied in 5th place with 38 points, We Drink and We Know Things 17, and Team 578 tied in 2nd with 39 points apiece, We Drink and We Know Things 12, We Drink and We Know Things 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. And our big winners here tonight with a perfect score, 40 for 40. Congratulations go to Barf. Thanks again for being here, folks. I've been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Appreciate you for playing. Thank you so much to Peter and the rest of the writing team for helping to put together tonight's game. Thank you, Cullen, for making this possible. And thank you to Murr and the rest of the Rizio team for creating the software that we played this quiz on here tonight. It's been a pleasure.